Honestly, what I've been trying to put together my whole career.
Congratulations for becoming an All-American.
Thank you.
No, it's not what you ultimately wanted, but just talk through your NCAA tournament experience.
Yeah, I mean, there's a great deal of gratitude and a great deal of dissatisfaction that kind of comes with taking third again. It's not something that you want to get, but me and Braden Davis, I think it was like the night before, 2 nights before this competition started, we kind of did the math. We asked ChatGPT, we were like, hey, how many high school wrestlers are there in the world or in the United States, and how many of them make it to college, and how many of them make it to the NCAA tournament, and that number just drastically decreases as it goes on. And so just like putting that into perspective, it just makes me incredibly grateful to be in the position I'm in, because I know there's a lot of people dying to have what I have, so you got to take it with a bit of gratitude.
A little bit of an easier route this year, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, a couple less matches, yeah.
So just talk about that, maybe overall the difference between then and now.
Yeah, I mean, I think not much has changed as far as me. I think I still have a pretty similar mindset and the way I approach things. I think there's always things to improve upon, and it's up to me to figure those things out and ultimately get those things done.
Going back to the numbers you just talked about, which one of those really hit you in Braden as you were looking at them?
The high school to college, it was like, I mean, it's like 250,000 to 300,000 high school athletes dropped down to like 25,000 or something like that. Like, I mean, it's just unreal to kind of fathom that we've weeded those guys out, and we're in a position right now where we're at the top program in the country with 10 All-Americans, 10 hammers, 10 people I love to death, and I'm incredibly just proud of, and so it's really awesome to be part of this team.
You've represented Team USA on the world stage, U17, sticking silver. I mean, did that help you and prepare you for some of these bigger tournaments being on Team USA?
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like, those tournaments are weird because there's just so much unknown going into it. So it's kind of just helps you go with the flow when you get to events like this where you don't know how they're going to run the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th through 3rd, all that stuff. It's important, and you can wrestle with different guys and stuff like that. It's different styles and stuff.
How do you handle like last night, losing that person, trying to bounce back? What do the coaches tell you? How tough is that?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Cale's kind of pretty positive about how he approaches those things, and he was just, it's all right, get the next best thing, and just focus up. And he's more about effort and attitude rather than wins and losses. So, it doesn't really affect him. There's guys, if I don't do my job, there's guys that will. So it's important for me to do my best, and it helps my teammates do better as well. Yeah, I mean, tonight's just going to go like every other night. I feel like probably be hanging out with Braden like I always do, and talk to my buddy Levi, and we'll be hanging out with my friends and family like I do every other day. Just be a little bit different. I feel like I should be wrestling out there, and that's on no one else except me. And so it's just 364 days away from being in this position again. So I'm looking forward to not making those kinds of mistakes again.
I'm curious, you grew up around here. Have you been in this arena before?
I think it was like 8. I came to one Sixers game, and we were in the nosebleeds. I've been to one Eagles game. I love the Eagles, though. I'm a huge Eagles fan, and I root for all Philly.
You never imagined like being on this mat here?
No, I really never thought too much of it. I think the only one that I really want to be on is Madison Square Garden. I think that would be one cool one to wrestle on, but I don't think that's in the cards for me. But that's okay. Still pretty incredible to be here. Yeah, I got my aunts and grandparents and mom, dad, brothers, sisters, friends here. Like, it's like being back at home, where I grew up, and it's really cool to be like I live 40 minutes away from here, so it's incredible that I was able to accomplish something here. So
Hey Tyler, what does third place mean to you? I mean, you did it last year one way, you did it this year another way, but just that number. What's that mean to your career?
I feel like it's just another notch on the belt. I really don't. I mean, accolades and how high you stand on the podium is pretty cool, but I like to think about like where I'm improving and
Well, I
and
meant the
things
whole
like that.
part of it because it's a big accomplishment in one way, but it's not where you want to be in the other.
Yeah, I think unsatisfied but grateful. I think that's the best way to kind of put it. I kind of thought about that too. Is like, how do I feel right now? You know, I'm really hungry already to get back in the room and start working on things. And but at the same time, you got to take into account that, you know, what I've really done and kind of look back on the work that you've accomplished.
After this season of 57, how do you feel like that weight class is for you? Is that the future for you, or just your overall thoughts after a season like this?
Yeah, I mean, I liked 57. You know, this is a weight that I think I could be a national champ for the next couple of years. The weight cut's not really that hard, and I feel like I got a good handle on these guys. I mean, there's really not much that I feel like these guys can really do to me outside of what I kind of let them do. I feel like if I take control of situations, they work out really well in my favor.
What's next for you?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'm probably gonna probably just talk to my little brother. Honestly, that's probably the next thing I got going on. Hang out with him and get ready for his freestyle season because you know, he looks up to me and I look up to him in a way. So we piggyback off each other, and he took second at the PJ Keystones. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, and kind of got me amped up and pumped up just watching him accomplish what he wants to do. Not exactly what he wants to do, but he improves a lot. And like, he wrestled a guy in the finals that he got pinned or tagged by in the first period 2 years ago, and next thing you know, fast forward 2 years later, he works his tail off and he's having close matches with those guys. So it's really cool to see that and piggyback off of that. He motivates me a lot.
Try to get him to come to Penn State.
He already wants to, so hopefully we'll see him in the blue and white singlet soon.
Who are your main training partners at Penn State?
I train with probably everyone. My favorite training partners are kind of like my go-tos are probably like Connor Pierce and Matt Rodriguez. Those guys I wrestle a lot, and then I also like wrestling the coaches. Doesn't really matter which one. Recently it's kind of been Nick and Casey a little bit, just because he's pretty good on top and he knows what he's doing there, so I've been wrestling with those guys a lot.